So the question is whether or not I think the Bush administration or previous administration could have done anything prior to 9/11 to stop the attacks. First of all, I don't think that the attacks 9/11 was an intelligence failure. I think that intelligence had sufficient knowledge tips that said there was going to be an attack on American soil, and for whatever reason, they either didn't see the tip-offs as credible or they didn't send it to the right people within government to alert the right people. So I think that's where we really went wrong right there. And I'm not sure if that's necessarily an administration problem. I think that's more of a bureaucratic problem. I think the fact that the FBI and the CIA withheld information from each other and continue to not work together very well really is what led to the 9/11 attacks being carried out. Just from the looming tower, the two Saudi citizens, Hazmi and Mahindar, the two men that came over and were initially set up to plan and set up the attack and get training here in America. I think that if those two agencies had spoke to each other about those guys, they could have been questioned, uh, extradited out of the U.S. For whatever they needed to be. But I think that if the two agencies had talked to each other, the attack could have been stopped. So, for regarding the question, do I think the administration could have done anything? You could argue that the administration could have pushed for legislation that kind of untangled the bureaucracy between the two bureaus, the agency and the bureau. To make them both more transparent when working with each other and not want to withhold information from each other. Um, that's the only thing I can think of maybe an administration doing, short of an executive action. Um, so really, that's what I think where the fault lies is in the agencies and not with the administration per se. Now, the administration made plenty of mistakes after 9/11, but leading up to the attacks, I think they could have been um, thwarted by the agency and the bureau, and because they didn't work together, that's why 9/11 was able to be carried out. So, thanks.